one of my grandfathers was very, very sick. I was at King's Daughters Hospital. I went back out to the car after a while, sat there. It was that time where you have to fish or cut bait. You're starting your 12th grade. You make a decision. You're not staying in the nest. You do something. And my father had already died. And I'm thinking, I don't want to stay on the farm. And the farm is, we'd already rented it out because we couldn't handle it. So what do I do that I would really enjoy? And I never really thought specifically about radio, but you're a class clown. You love writing stuff. You do this and that. Where do you put those talents that's something you would enjoy? And I looked in the back of the book of this sports book I had, and it was an ad for a school, a broadcast journalism school in Chicago. And that was it.
The Allah.
Everything gonna be all right this morning. Oh, yeah. Woo!
Good morning. This is Paul Gallo. I was worried that some of the angst caused by listening to this program may have attributed to the stroke, and I'm sure that's not true.
No, actually, hell, I listen to this program all the time, and it always contributes to my angst.
Mayor of Jackson, Frank Melton, the Democrats have kicked you off the ballot.
I can assure you that I'm going to be on that ballot.
If not, would you look at the independent status?
I would.
You're not discouraged?
Not at all. It took me 2 years just to find out who the hell everybody was and what they were supposed to be doing.
When's the last checkup?
Yesterday in Dallas, Texas. I got a clean bill of health. There's not a need for any type of transplant.
Are you taking your medication now?
I'm under federal court order to take my medicine. One way or the other, you're going to take your medicine.
Did you ever get irate at me over the years when I said Cecil the Frown Brown?
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever get people come up and say anything about that?
Oh, yeah, all the time. You kidding me? In the legislature, you think they weren't harassing me about Cecil the Frown Brown? First place, everybody in the legislature listens to your program every day.
And I really felt bad about it.
Right.
On a Gallo Show question for Senator Jack Gordon. Why did some of the senators change their mind?
Listen to the Gallo Radio Show.
Attorney General Mike Moore, let me ask you this. The former governor of the state of Mississippi and senatorial candidate Ronnie Musgrove. Former Governor Haley Barbour. Governor Bryan, good morning, sir. How are you doing? In the house on the Gallo Show, the one and only Senator Kenny Wayne Jones.
I got my permit for a concealed weapon.
You have a concealed carry?
Yeah. Now.
It's not on you now.
What?
Your weapon.
Yes, it is. I was coming to see you.
You got a weapon
You
on?
don't have a sign out there that say I couldn't bring it in.
No, and it's perfectly okay, but I'm saying you have a weapon on you right now, and I can't see it.
I keep it. It's concealed.
Where is your permit?
In my pocket.
Talking with author John Gresham, also movie producer, director, financier.
Yeah, those are temporary titles, by the way.
Well, if you see that person walking, chances are you know that they are Democrat. Because Democrats can walk dead. Most Republicans don't have that talent.
I've never agreed with you, Paul, on anything. Not even the tie you're wearing today. That's an ugly tie.
Man, I gotta commend you. But nobody can ever accuse you of throwing a grenade without pulling a pin first. That was the nicest welcome, and then to hit him with the 200 some odd delegates. It was just so funny listening to him. When you had him on the ropes good, you know you've got him there. When they go back to, you stole the election in 2000.
The affable, rather shy Steve Holland. Morning, sir. How are you doing?
Good morning, my friend Paul Gallo.
We got to settle this because was it to the point that you were beating up on me when I wasn't here and you came on here in my absence?
This is one of the greatest untruths of the day. My friends that I shared your show with while you were basking in the sunshine somewhere during Christmas, I said the nicest things in the world about you.
I'm listening.
Well, you're my friend, Paul. Sort of.
I get
Rooster crowing, sun's on the rise. Paul Gallo's got the news, got your morning surprise. Grab your coffee, tune in today. He's got the talk that'll melt your blues away.
When I was 16, I knew everything. Opportunity grew on trees. I'd taste them, waste them, do it all again. 10 feet tall, invincible. I felt sure
Together. Here we go. One more time.
Burned by my mistake.
All right. That's enough.
Hey, it's Marco Rubio. You're listening to the Gallo Radio Show.
Going out there. No. Come on. No. Get it. No. No.
Detroit, I'll come out there. Come on. What do you want to do? Come on. Go in. Listen. You want to go back in?
You're a grown man. You're a grown man. I'm going back inside.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Winter Wonderland. Get back on the air. Jeez.
So there were a lot of things going on. And every once in a while, Steve would mention this thing about the possibility of forming a talk radio network. And Ricky, I never knew how unique that was until years later. We did 2 broadcasts. I think it was 2 years in a row, and maybe it was a skip in there. We were invited to Washington, and they broadcast for all the radio stations on Radio Row, which was an incredible opportunity. It was, you could see the Capitol out the hotel that we were in on Radio Row. And the guy at FAIR, the immigration folks, he was on the air with me, and he said, "Do you know how unique your network is?" I says, "No, there's a lot of networks." He said, "There's nobody else in the United States of America doing what you guys are doing under a private ownership broadcasting from a multitude of stations." And it was at that particular time I thought, that is pretty darn unique to have that kind of power. And I think that was even before we had the Gulf Coast. So it's on steroids. I've taken this, and I know some people talk about it and say he's just talking about that, but I'm honest about it. That if you can't stand the program, if you hate me with a passion, but you are listening, that's fine with me. It's almost like a guy coming in buying the hamburger. He hates the people there. He hates everybody. He hates the service, but he buys the hamburger. So
Paul Gallo's voice may be silent, but his stories, his legacy, and his vision will forever echo across the state he loved so dearly. Rest in peace, Paul.
that is it. We'll see you tomorrow morning bright and early at 6 a.m. Ciao.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap. Have a great day.